This video is for anyone who has reached this point where you feel like you just can't manifest your person. You feel like it's impossible. You feel like the situation is in the way or you just don't know how to manifest them. You feel like you just don't know the way. So this business of manifesting a specific person and manifesting your reality, this is something that is very in depth and it's very difficult if you don't understand it. But in this video, I'm going to take my time. So watch all the way until the end because I'm going to go in depth and help you understand the things that are the most important for you to understand if you want to manifest your man, your specific person in any situation, no matter the circumstance, no matter what they've said, no matter what they've done, no matter what you've said, you've done, or anyone else has said or done. Okay. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and like the video, press the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Okay. Here's the thing. There's a few things that I want to say about this, okay? I have also been to that place where I felt like, "Oh my gosh, it's impossible." But I know that that's not the case. And so by virtue of pushing through that and choosing to believe, I figured out, what are the little things that if I know these specific things and do these specific things, I can get through anything, push past anything, and manifest anything, literally no matter what. Every single one of you has the ability to do this. Okay. So let me explain first what I think gets in people's way. I think that there's a few things that happen when people think about manifesting and think about manifesting a specific person. First of all, if you believe that you don't deserve to manifest a specific person, if you believe that you shouldn't be able to manifest a specific person, if you think that it's wrong or bad to manifest a specific person, if you think that you're interfering with free will, then you're not going to be able to manifest them. This idea is a negative perspective held by the viewer. Okay, so I'm going to give you an alternative perspective on how to look at manifesting and how to understand that no one has free will in your reality, but it's actually a good thing. You are not interfering with anyone's free will, and you're not doing anything bad by creating and focusing simply on your joy and your love, the thing that you want. Okay. So this has to do with believing, right? If you don't believe in manifesting and if you don't believe it's good, right, and okay, of course, you're not going to manifest what is good, right, and okay for you in your world. All right. You're going to keeping yourself from what you want. So if you have any guilt, which is a lack of belief, if you have any fear, which is a lack of belief, if you have any hesitation, which is a lack of belief, I'm going to help you work through that in this video. So, the way that no one has free will in your reality and the way that manifesting works is your world is centered around you. Your world is something that you create through the eyes of your own perspective. I know that it appears that there are other people in your world that you're interacting with, but they are literally all versions that you are creating in your own universe that has only to do with you and what you are putting off and what you are perceiving and what you are giving off. The universe consists of infinite parallel universes, infinite parallel realities, and infinite parallel versions of you and of everyone that you know. So in every moment, you are shifting energetically. I swear this is if you hold on to the end of this video, this is going to help you understand manifesting on a whole nother level. So in every moment, you are shifting your vibration. Okay. And when we're learning about manifesting, we're learning how to do that on purpose, but it's always happening no matter what. So every moment that you shift, you're literally shifting into a whole brand new parallel universe with a whole brand new version of you and a whole new brand new version of everyone else that you know. So as you shift energetically, you are only manifesting in your reality the versions of other people that match the vibration that you are on currently. So it's like in the blink of an eye, everyone is always shifting in accordance to you and where you're at. There is no one person out there that you are interfering with. There is only versions of people out there that you are creating that are aligned with your universe, and this always happens with permission. Okay, so everyone, you can't interfere with anyone else's free will. That's frankly stupid. Okay, to think that you can interfere with someone else's free will, it's not possible. Just like it is also not possible for someone else to interfere with your free will. If that was possible, you would not be able to manifest in your reality because you wouldn't have the free will to do so. So since you can create anything that you want, and since anyone else can also create anything that they want, every interaction is happening on a permission basis with the version of them that is aligned with you and your reality. Okay, and nothing bad has actually happened, because at the end of the day, every interaction that we have, the purpose of us being here is all ultimately for growth, and it's all based on this concept called love that holds the universe together, but almost no one understands it. Okay, so if you want to manifest a person, put down the idea of what you think that someone else wants, what you think that someone else thinks. You have to put the idea of other down. You have to put the idea of circumstance down. You have to put the idea of block and good, bad, right, wrong. You have to put all of that down, because when you consider other people, you give them power in your reality. And that's the only way that someone else can affect you in your reality, is if you give them power to do so, by allowing them to take your mindset and your energy and your frequency off course from your joy and from your love and from your power as a divine creator. So when you choose to lose your connection with yourself because of what you think is going on outside of you, which is just a reflection, then you lose connection with yourself and you become the victim of your creation. So if you want to take your power back, what do? You want to take your power back from people. You want to take your power back from circumstances, situations. What do? You get back in touch with you. You at your core, you are the God of your reality. You are divine, and you are made of love, which is acceptance, which is freedom, which is expansion, and all good things. Everything ultimately works for good. So you have to know and believe and understand these things and trust, and just get in touch with what you truly want. Now, it is false if a person believes that your true desire is something negative. Something that is truly negative, which means something that is separating, those things are not true desires. True desires are more expansion, more growth, more love, more freedom, more connection. Okay, those things are what true desires consist of. Those things are authentic. So when we think that we cannot have what we want because we've given our power away to circumstances and people, sometimes we will fall because we are disconnected from ourselves, and we will fall from grace, fall from love, and we will think that we want to lash out or create some kind of negativity or chaos. But that's just a misunderstanding that you come to when you are not connected with yourself. Nobody actually wants that. Okay, let's move on. So what you need to do is get back in touch with what you truly really want. You will be a completely different person, capable of completely different thoughts and actions and things when you finally get back in touch with who you really are and what you really want. Here is how you do this. You have to forget about everything else out there. The only reason why you're going to feel disconnected, disempowered, and bad is if you are thinking about what you think is in the way of what you want. If you're thinking about all the reasons why you think you can't have what you want, if you're thinking about what other people think about you, if you're thinking about what's blocking you, the circumstances, and when you are in this place where you're doing this, it can be very tricky to recognize because whatever reality that you're in is so normal and real to you. It seems so matter of fact that you don't even question it. But you have to, this is why you have to like really study and know manifesting really, really well. And you have to believe in it and believe in the laws in order to bring yourself back. You have to look at those things about manifesting that we know. Like you can manifest everything that you want, and we're all very good to our core. We're all love. It's all about love and growth and freedom and expansion, and that you can be, do, and have anything that you want. There's doesn't have to be any time. There's nothing in the way, right? When you take those things that we know and you compare it against what you're typically thinking in your walking, waking daily life, then you will have an opportunity to choose what you really believe. So are you really believing in accordance to manifesting, or are you believing in accordance to the human state? The human state is victim, is I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't have this, I can't have that. The human state is a state of falling, not of creating what you want. Only from God's state, when you reconnect with those truths and choose to truly believe them, can you focus in a way that is going to allow you to transcend circumstances and manifest your person no matter what. Here's what happens when you reconnect with yourself. So let's say that you are able, and this is a practice, right? This is something, all these things, these manifesting mindsets and getting into the energy that it takes in order to manifest anything that you want, making putty in your hands and mold your person to your liking according to your dream, your wish fulfilled. All of these things take consistent practice. When you actually believe something, you will be consistently practicing it. The only time when you are not consistently actually practicing it and building momentum on it is when you don't believe it. And so reinforcing every single day to the best of your ability, being completely devout to these things that we know about manifesting, and ask yourself really honestly if you're doing that. But reinforcing that every single day, moment to moment, just making it your whole world, because your world is about being a creator and you know that. This is what helps you gain momentum and keep your head on straight about it and strengthen your beliefs forever on that, right? On the fact that you are a creator. This is when you see people that you're like, oh my God, how did they get so awesome? How did they do that? How did they manifest this? It's because they are fucking consistently practicing and reinforcing every single fucking day. And their reinforcement might be different from yours, but they are reinforcing. And like I said, once you're sort of in this momentum where you are believing according to what we know about manifesting, there is something that happens in your energy that is different. It's a different frequency. You have a different quality to your thoughts. You have different expectations. Different things come across the screen of your mind on a daily, moment to moment basis. There's just different expectations that you have about life, and implications and insinuations and perceptions about life that you have. Your assumptions about life are different. And that quality of life that you're living from that state is very difficult to remember how to capture and do that when you have fallen. And because it's difficult to remember and capture from the space of having fallen, and how do you know that you've fallen? Because you don't believe in your dreams and you feel like your life sucks and you feel like you're going nowhere and you don't have what you want, right? That's your perspective. You might have sort of a downhill perspective or kind of a stuck perspective, or you might just kind of feel like, yeah, I could be better. Wish I was better, you know? And so the difficult thing about manifesting is not once you've gained that momentum and keeping it up. I think no matter where you're at, you have to keep it up no matter what. You have to reinforce no matter what, because anybody can fall with a lack of reinforcement. Anybody can fall. It's just about like which wolf you're feeding more, right? The wolf of human or the wolf of divine creator. Which one are you feeding more? Which one are you engaging with more? Which one are you influencing yourself with more? Okay. But the hardest thing is to cross that threshold from the human state to the God state, because it takes belief. And I think that a lot of people, we say this word belief, but it means nothing because we pretty much don't really know what it means or how to do it. You know, people say, oh, change your belief. And people say, I don't know how to change my belief, right? Belief, here's how you believe. All right, this is going to help you manifest anything, everything. This is going to help you come into that creme de la creme. I'm a believer. Everything manifests for me because I got lucky girl syndrome all day, every day energy. All right. So belief looks like this, that when the human victimization circumstantial thoughts come up, when the doubts come up, when the fears come up, when the excuses come up, when the negative stories come up, you choose to not side with them. You choose to divert your attention to something else that you do believe in. Like if you do believe in manifesting, you will take yourself in that direction. This is on a moment to moment basis when it comes to everything in your reality. You can't be a non believer in most of the places in your reality and feel like a non believer and a victim in most places in your reality, and then manifest whatever you want on this one subject of manifesting a specific person. So, this is what I always tell people. I'm like, don't focus so much on manifesting your person. Focus on learning how to be a really, really good tip-top shape manifester. And then manifesting your person is going to be just a matter of course. It's going to be easy. It's going to be automatic. It's going to be not a big deal. Because when you become a really good manifester, that means you worked on all of your beliefs. You aligned them with being able to manifest really well. And then you look at everything that you look at manifest from that state. Okay. But if you focus very hard on just manifesting a specific person, then every time that you think about, like you're thinking about it because you think it's hard and you're putting effort into it specifically because you think it's hard and it's not done. And what you really need to do in order to change that is back away from that particular subject, let that go, and learn how to be a manifester in general. So I focus, yes, I specialize in teaching you guys how to manifest a specific person, how to make very specific things change. I think if you know how to manifest a person, you can pretty much manifest anything that you want. But I do that by way of teaching you how to align, how to surrender, how to detach, how to let go. I teach you by way of teaching you how to empower yourself, how to take your power back, how to align yourself generally so that when you're ready, and I will know when you're ready to focus back on your person, when you do that, it's going to work automatically and easily. Okay. So you have to want to manifest and be a good manifester and have a really good life and have everything that you want. You have to want that enough that you are willing to let go of all your limiting beliefs and leave everything behind. You have to be willing to completely and fully cut ties with the old circumstantial world mentally and emotionally. You have to be able to cut that shit loose. You have to be willing to let the victim version of you die. You have to be willing to let that shit die, let that reality die, cut all your loyalties to it, and completely side with the reality that you choose to believe in no matter what. You know what? I believe in manifesting. I believe that I can have what I want. I believe that all I have to do is change my beliefs, change my vibration, feel differently. I believe that the more that I make my inner reality that I desire real to me, the more that I feel it real, the more that it will become my reality. And I'm going to focus in that way. And I'm going to move my state. And I'm going to move my feeling in that way. This is the practice of belief in action when you are taking the actions to do that. When you are feeling yourself, and manifesting is all about feeling your vibration out. And you have to be honest and aware of yourself in order to do that. You have to be honest and aware in order to create something specifically that you want. You have to know what you're feeling so that you can know, oh, that feeling's creating something bad. So I want to change my feeling so that it creates something good. Okay. So if you become aware of all those things and you have to be accountable to yourself about it, and you have to practice the good vibrations that consist of belief. Because that feeling of belief is really the feeling of the energy that creates worlds. That feeling of belief is really the energy of what we call God, creator, creation. So you have to practice, instead of feeling doubt all of the time or most of the time, you have to practice filling yourself up with this energy we call belief. And that energy will create what you want. It will make you the person and help you feel in the way and make you think in the way that you want. So if you want to manifest your person, let me tell you something. I have created miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle. I have seen how I have done it. I have felt how I have done it. I've gone through the process. I've even fallen and gotten back up when I felt like don't know how to do it anymore. I've done those things. It is never impossible. But think about it. When you feel like it's impossible, you are the one choosing to look at your reality through that lens. And you're the one who's choosing to say it's impossible. You're the one who's choosing to believe according to the human, not according to divine creation, not according to what we know about manifesting. It is always you who is choosing what to believe in. So, again, to get out of human mode and get into God mode so that you know that you can manifest whatever you want, every time those things come up, you have to reinforce what you're choosing to reinforce. You have to choose to side with the life that you want. You have to choose to believe in the reality that you want. You have to choose to surround yourself with information and people and influences that are going to help you reach your goal. And you have to be extremely, extremely committed to living that lifestyle, because manifesting is absolutely a way of being. It is a state. It is a complete belief system, paradigm, and it's a lifestyle. Okay. When you are determined enough and committed enough to do that, you will work on yourself moment to moment and you will align over time. And you will start to feel that you have control. So here is how it works. Once you've crossed that threshold and you have the control, here's how you manifest your person to be who and whatever the hell it is that you want. So literally, once you cross that threshold and now you're divine creator mode, you will have the ability, like I said, to not think about circumstances, to not consider circumstances, period. So you will empty that from your conscious awareness and you will simply be able to tune into the feeling of what you want, the reality of what you want, which a feeling contains a reality. Feeling contains the entire reality that you want and all of the specifics of it. And so, whatever you're feeling, all the specifics of everything that you experience comes from that feeling, which is why you have to tune your vibration, change the channel, change your vibration in order to manifest a whole new reality, right? So, once you're able to drop all notion of circumstances, like I said, it's a practice, you bring to your mind what it is that you desire, the love feeling, the feeling of connection that you want with your person. I want to have this with my person, and it's a lovely, beautiful dream. I want to have that specifically with my person. It's a lovely, beautiful dream. I want to have this kind of trust. I want to have this kind of commitment. I want to have this kind of play. I want to have this kind of intimacy. I want to have this kind of fun. I want to feel beautiful. I want connection. I want joy. I want us to love each other more than anything else in the world. I want to know that this is a safe, lasting connection that I feel lovely and bubbly about for all of my life. I want all of those things. So you bring that feeling and thought and reality to the surface, and you make it real in your mind. You make it real within you. You make it real in your body. You make it real in your heart, and you experience it. Once you've crossed the threshold and you're able to do that, repeat that process, and you'll be able to take that from like a meditation that you do like for a specific period of time, and you'll be able to bring that. Yeah, you practice it for like a meditation, like a moment, but then you bring that into the rest of your life, and you start feeling that and thinking that and being completely immersed in that vision, that reality, while you are going about your walking daily life. And you start immersing yourself in it more, thinking about it more, feeling it more, feeling it more. And what happens is the human part of you is still there, but you are choosing to side with the God version part of you and the beliefs that align with the God manifesting version part of you. And so what happens is the human comes up, and when the human comes up, because you've given the God creator more power now, you will automatically correct those thoughts and those beliefs that come up from the human point of view. And that human point of view and perspective and beliefs will begin to fade away and become no more, because you are deciding that you are the God of your reality. You're siding with love. You're siding with connection and oneness. You're siding with joy. And that version of you is taking over now. So where before you felt like it's impossible, I can't manifest it, now that you've crossed the threshold, you're going to do the complete opposite. You're going to feel like I can do anything. I can manifest anything. I've got momentum. I can have this. I can have that. There's nothing in my way. There's nothing I can't have. I'm amazing. I'm awesome. I'm beautiful. I'm gorgeous. I'm special. I'm meant to have everything that I want. I'm meant to be happy. And this is a big thing that keeps people from having what they want. They don't believe that they deserve to be that happy. They don't believe that they deserve to have what they want. They don't believe they have the right to have what they want. They think that they're taking something away from someone. That is not a God creator point of view. That is not a loving, connected, united point of view. That is a human point of view, and that is a negative point of view. And every single thing that you think to yourself that is negative in nature is not of creation. It's not true. It's not real. This is all fear. Fear is not real. You have to decide that. If you decide to embark on this journey, it is a commitment. You have to be dedicated, but your life depends on it. There's no better idea. You have nothing better to do unless if you want to wallow in the squalor of negative beliefs. Okay? So you have the right and the ability and the free will. You're supposed to create the most beautiful things that you can possibly imagine. You're supposed to love yourself and connect with that love for creation enough to allow yourself to have all the beautiful things that you can imagine and think of. And when you allow yourself to become that big, beautiful, amazing light, there will only be light in your world, and you will only create more light in your world. Let yourself do that. Let yourself create love. Let yourself create safety. Let yourself create connection. Let yourself create pleasure beyond belief. Let yourself create dreams more magnificent and awesome and purposeful and meaningful than you could have ever imagined as a human. Let yourself have it all, and let yourself create all the love that you can think of and dream up in your reality. Do not hesitate. There is no reason for you to not have what you want. Your person, it doesn't matter what you think is going on with them. It will not matter. You will be completely supernatural. They will change. You will change. And the way that you aligning with love will change them and your entire reality with them is beyond anything that I could ever describe, because things just simply change when you change. when you take on that energy of love and become that energy of love. Love transforms all things. And love is the energy that you're capturing when you are learning to manifest. Okay. So if you're still watching, that means you like the video. So make sure you click that like button, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I teach people how to manifest in my University of Magnetism. I will teach you how to align. I will teach you how to cross that threshold. I have 3 different tiers for beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I go live every single week. I do Q&As, courses, retreats every month. In fact, next week I have a retreat and I'm going to teach you guys how to create symbiosis with yourself and how to manifest a symbiotic relationship with your person as a reflection of you. So if you're interested in any of that, that link is in the description below for tier 1. And I will see you next time.